Welcome to another episode of The Future of Work, my wonderful LinkedIn show. And today I'm here with Kate, who is making a real impact in the workplace. And I'm so happy you are here with us today. So, Kate, if you would love to share your experience on how the workplace is changing and what you hope this means for the future.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me today. How the workplace is changing, I think perhaps I would think about this, about how I would really love to see the workplace change. The group of women that I work with are in midlife and beyond. And as you know, women have a significant impact in the workforce, especially as they get into those midlife years. They hold a lot of really important roles, a lot of executive roles. And of course, they leave the workforce on average 3 years earlier than men. So I'm just talking in retirement years. But of course, many women in that age group also leave for all sorts of reasons that employers will probably never know about. So for me, when I think about how the workplace is changing, I think the workplace is really becoming more aware of some of the issues that impact women overall. So things like maternity leave. So the struggles of having kids and working at the same time. We can even see that, visually now when we're on Zoom calls and so forth. But I wonder if employers have missed the piece about women in those later years, that many of us don't talk a lot about what's going on at home or in our health or in our personal lives, because there is this pervasive problem of gendered ageism. And what I mean by that is that ageism, of course, exists in the workplace, but I think when you overlay gender on top of that, it's a huge, huge concern for women and a worry about keeping their jobs as they get older. So a lot of women, as they get especially into the menopausal transition years, don't really talk about what's going on in terms of their health or even in their home life. And so if I had a wish for how the workplace is changing, I would really, really wish that employers would think about and address some of those issues for women as they get into sort of 35, 40, 50 and beyond. Many women are caring for not only small children, teenage children, they're also caring for elderly parents. 2/3 of informal caregivers are women. And when I say informal, that means unpaid. So the people who are taking care of our older adults are women. It's typically their daughters. So that's a really, really big issue. And we don't really talk a lot about that. Over 1 billion women worldwide will be in menopause as of 2030. And it's not something we talk a lot about, at least in North America. I know in the UK, it's becoming more of a conversation, but we're not talking about all of the issues around menopause. So what I mean by that is it's great that we're having conversations about HRT and some of the ways that we can treat the issues that arise from the menopausal transition, but we're not talking about what that change really means overall.